are the media network, that's the best by far. Whether you listen at your home, at your job, in your car, come get the information that's needed above par. Never lasting, motivational podcasting, giving you the answers to the questions that you asking. Serious talks and topics, how to come up and profit, how to better yourself. Your health is here, we got it. Reaching 350 million, they tuning in. We in 50 different countries, we all can. And like minded, find your purpose and your assignment. Come get your fix, your feel, your mental alignment. Get active and speak to the masses. Build your influence, all levels and all classes. Now you know you can monetize and grow. CTR Media Network, start the show.
Hello, everybody. I am Dr. Tina J. Ramsey, the host of the Tina Ramsey Show and Podcast, and I want to personally invite you to be a featured guest on our show. Our show is all about motivating you, sharing knowledge, having uplifting conversations centered around business, wellness, education, and life. We introduce you to some of the most amazing standout entrepreneurs and influencers that are truly making a positive impact in the world. It is your time to shine, and we are helping you do that. So what I want you to do is just click the link in the description below so that you can be a featured guest on our show. Because guess what? It's time for you to come share, shine, and grow, but on the Tina Ramsey Show. Hello, everybody. How are you doing? You know what time it is. It's time for the Tina Ramsey Show and Podcast. And yet again, we have another fantastic, phenomenal entrepreneur, business owner, life coach, mother, and so much more. Who am I talking about? I'm talking about the epic Nicole Cleveland. She is doing her thing, making a positive impact in the world, which is the foundation of the Tina Ramsey Show. We bring you the best of the best in these industries in order to share and motivate you to start walking into your purpose. Now, she's not only, like I said, a mother, an author, but she's also something very specific. What is that? She is a certified life coach. We have had many type of life coaches on the show, but this is different because she is helping you get your life together. So without further ado, we're going to bring on Nicole Cleveland so she can help us get our life right. Okay. So Nicole, welcome to the show.
Well, thank you for having me, Miss Tina. I appreciate it, and I appreciate the opportunity.
Oh, no, it's totally my pleasure to have you on the show, my dear, because in this time that we're living in, which we spoke a little bit about it backstage, about how different this world is now compared to when we were children. And so, I'm just 1 year older than you. So we would be in the same high school. Okay. I'll just
most definitely.
And I would be a senior and you will be a junior. But
yes, ma'am.
Anyway, so with all that being said, with both of us being mothers, and seeing how different everything shifted in just the last 2 years. So you being a life coach, what are some things that you can help individuals, not only parents, but children, all of us, in regards to how we can maneuver our life through this new normal?
Okay, well, Dr. Ramsey, I can help in many ways. It all depends. By being a single parent, I had to make sure everything is right for my children. During the pandemic, we was all sheltered. We were sheltered in, and we had to do what the government told us to do. Not, what anybody else, like our mother, our parents, or whatever the case may be, because it's very totally different. But the government shut down everything, so it really wasn't anything for us to do. We couldn't interact with anyone. We wouldn't, we could call, but calling on the phone is totally different from shutting the whole world down. So board games, due to job losses, I'm in the medical field. I've been in the medical field for 20 years now. From working at the doctor's offices, hospitals, different clinics, um, residents, whatever. But however, when you in the house without no income, you know, just like you, for instance, you know, I don't know what your background is, but you found your purpose.
Mm-hmm.
It's called the Tina Ramsey Show. That's one of your purposes. And I'm pretty sure you've been doing it for years. You
Oh yeah.
know, everybody has a calling, and God puts it on us to walk in our purpose. Even though we go through struggles, you know, financially, mentally, with our health, you know, or even just dealing with people in general, you know, it's hard. It's hard whether we was on a pandemic or not, you know. Um, it's a struggle, but we have to keep our faith and believe in God first and foremost.
Yes, I agree with you because I too, you know, just like anybody else, I'm a human being and
Hmm.
I had to learn how to shift from being 100% in person, from being a professional and certified professional speaker, public speaker, and also
Hmm.
going and teaching and helping people with their health and wellness, and also children. Um, with
Hmm.
Because I'm a life coach, certified life coach as well, so it was a bit shift for me to go from, I would say, totally in person to figure out how to still make a positive impact without being in the room with the individuals that
Hmm.
you are here to help. Because I was like, how can I still give them the same experience, the same amount of care, the same
Hmm.
amount of attention that they will get when
Hmm.
they're in person with me through a virtual screen.
Virtual, yeah.
Yeah, so it was a way that I had to personally figure out how to do that, and I'm sure that you had to figure out, just like the entire world had to figure
Mhm.
out ways for us to still stay connected with our clients, with our families and friends, and just with humanity.
Exactly.
We took things for granted going to the grocery store.
Most definitely. And the thing about it is we formed that relationship with people already. So when it was time to actually go virtual, they already knew what type of person we was. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? The type of people that we are. You know, we're genuine. You know, okay, no, everybody cannot be a life coach. I'm just
No.
going to keep it 100. You know, everybody cannot be a life coach. Everybody see different things in different strategies, you know. And some people eyes are still closed to some things, you know, depending on what it is. And it's our job to make sure that they have the knowledge of everything that's going around them, you know. I just love helping people. You know, if I can help you, then I'm gonna help you. Now, if I can't, then I'm gonna let you know, and I can send you to a better person than I am. As
Yes, that's
simple
my
as that,
motto
you
too.
know.
That's my motto as well. So, for those of you who are just tuning in right now, this is the amazing Nicole Cleveland. She is a certified life coach and author, a mother of two beautiful, amazing children. She is very unique in this coaching industry because she is actually a life coach. Usually you don't hear about too many life coaches that are everyday people doing extraordinary things. You think of life coach Ayana, Fix My Life. Well, guess what? It's so many other amazing individuals like Nicole that actually took on this badge of honor, took on these wounds to try to help you heal these wounds, okay? And being a life coach is something that is very unique, that is not something that is given to every person. There are a variety of different coaches, but it's a select few of life coaches. Why? It's because it's very diverse and it's multifaceted and it changes from each person, even if they're dealing with the exact same issue. You can never do the exact same thing with this, no matter if they have the exact same problem. They can both have fibromyalgia, they can both have anxiety, but you can't do the same thing that you do with client one with client two,
Type
because
two, exactly.
it's
And
their life. It's about
yes,
your life.
and different mindset too.
Yeah.
different mindsets and where you at and where you actually trying to go. You know, um, I had the thing I learned, I had to actually take it and apply it to myself before I can actually coach it and speak it. You know, my first book I wrote was Self Love and Self Awareness, you know, and that book, you have to start with yourself. Because how you treat yourself, that's how you're going to treat other people. If you don't love yourself, then you're not going to love other people genuinely. Now, if you fighting with demons, you might as well stay in the house because you're gonna be mad at the world. You know, somebody smiling at you, you're gonna be like, "What you smiling at me for?" Oh, I
Exactly.
can't give you a smile. You know, I go through struggles, but my struggles don't look. I don't look like what I've been through or going through. You know,
Exactly.
um, I've been married 3 times, 3 different men, 3 different personalities,
Mhm.
and I had to teach myself and about narcissistic abuse. I have a great friend, and she the one told me about narcissistic abuse, and I'm like, oh, girl, okay. And then when I actually got into a relationship, and he had all those different signs,
Mm.
so I'm like, oh, okay. So I compared it.
Mhm.
I learned from it. I struggled through it. I began to love myself, self love and awareness, and
Mhm.
gaining control from narcissistic abuse. That's my second book.
Oh
You
wow.
know,
So your books even encompass your personal life and how you had to unweave all the webs and the different personalities. Because let me tell you something uh I had someone on my show about on season 4, Dr. Jerry, and
hmm
she actually talks, Yolanda Jerry, she actually talked about conversive behaviors and also dealing with narcissism. I did not realize that when you think about abusive relationship, more people thinking about people laying hands on you. Okay, but it's so many other unsubtle ways of abuse that you don't even realize you're being abused or you're in an unhealthy
yes,
relationship until
yes,
someone with the knowledge tell you. And you can have these unhealthy friendships, not
yes.
just relationships. And I
Wait,
experienced that. I was like,
your,
whoa.
yes, your children can even be narcissistic. Your
Yes.
children, you know, your loved ones, your parents, and then it takes you a minute to sit and think. When you think about it and actually do your research, you be
Mhm.
like, I've been in
Wow.
there all my life.
I thought that was normal. Okay, so when you
But
so
it
I
is a
know that
difference.
as well. It is a difference, but that's why it's so important to be self-aware, because when you're in these,
Mhm.
but you feel some type of way, but you don't understand why you feel hurt when it's
Uh-huh.
supposed to be, but once you start getting more knowledge, you start understanding. What I love about what you did was that you just didn't get this aha euphoria moment, light bulb moment, and then just move
Right.
on. You decide to put it in print, put it in paper. And I tell
Right.
people, one of the best things that you can do for yourself once you have the knowledge and you work through and have made a problem a solution for a problem that
Mm-hmm.
is so vast that the whole world, no matter who you are, what color, what creed, what you believe, what you don't believe, what your
Mm-hmm.
financial status was, it is universal. Put it in print
Exactly. Yes.
and put it on a podcast, because somebody
Exactly.
needs to hear you and someone needs to have access to the
Yes,
reading.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. And like I said, I created my podcast when I moved here to Vegas, um, to give positive into the world.
Mm-hmm.
You could just listen to me for a good 5 minutes. I don't have like a regular podcast where we sit down. I haven't got to that yet. But however, you can listen to my voice and pay attention to it. You can learn from it, or however the case may be. But nothing but positive. Speak positive into existence, and it shall come. All you have to do is have faith and believe.
That is true. But what
So
we're going to do right now is take a commercial break from our sponsor. And then when we return, we're going to dive back into this conversation that we're having. So right now, all of you that's watching and listening in, this is your moment. Get you a little bathroom break and go get you some snacks and something to drink and come on back, because we'll be back in a moment after this break from our sponsor. We want to give a shout out to our CTR Media Network sponsor, Terry Coleman from GlobalKeyCapital.com. Global Key Capital is a lender specialized in customized financing solutions. They pride themselves in being one of the industry's most reliable and proven lending groups. At Global Key Capital, their customers are their number one priority, and they strive to provide all of their clients with competitive pricing, unbeatable customer service, and stress-free processing. If you are looking for your next dream home or investment property, give Terry Coleman a call at 866-325-6267. Again, that number is 866-325-6267. GlobalKeyCapital.com. The Homeschooling Interactive Magazine is a magazine that embraces and celebrates the entire homeschooling experience. Our magazine is different from all the rest because we provide beneficial information and assistance in homeschooling, business, wellness, mental health, resources, and life. We encourage you to pick up a copy of our magazine today on Amazon.com by simply searching the Homeschooling Interactive Magazine. The Homeschooling Interactive Magazine is all about impacting the world through home-based learning, helping to de-stress the homeschooling experience. Get your copy from Amazon today. And just like that, we are back, and I'm come along with a friend whom you may ask, the amazing, the phenomenal Nicole Cleveland. We're back. All right, the magic of TV. All right, so we're back. For the commercial break, we was having a very captivating conversation in regards to not even realizing you're in a not so healthy relationship, and how that can polarize itself in various different ways. We normally, when we think about abusive relationships, we think about being between, someone who is in a romantic relationship. The aha moment for me was when realizing that same thing can happen even more so with friendships.
Yes.
And, and it can also double over into, like Nicole actually brought out, into family relationships. So as a life coach, she helped you be able to identify, because most of the time you don't even realize it's going on and you just feeling some type of way. So her, as a life coach, she actually can help you work through and strategize on how you can build yourself up step by step. Keep in mind that this is not something that you're going to get over overnight. It has to be over a period of time that she needs to work with you in order to reach your breakthrough. And I'm going to tell you, like I tell my clients, everybody timetable of breakthrough is different. Now, I can't tell you when you're going to have your breakthrough. When God says time is time. We just here to help you get there, or provide the resources for you to be able to get to that leg of that, your breakthrough, whatever that case may be. So
exactly. Yeah.
A little birdie told me that you also have you have a degree in business management, alongside, like you said, you are a certified medical assistant. You're also a motivational speaker. So when you think about all the different things that you do, it all, to me, centers around humanity. It centers around people. And so what made you decide to focus on, I would say, making a positive impact in regards to the human experience?
Okay, so whoever knows me, I love helping people. And that's my purpose. That's my goal. Since I came out the womb, okay? I used to take care of my grandma at the age of 9, learning her medications, giving her insulin injections. It was just a passion for me. A passion of taking care of people, helping people, loving people. I love to love. I love to love everybody, to be honest. But however, I have to protect myself within that. Okay. Because I'll give the last shirt off my back. My only shirt off my back for somebody. But would somebody give it to me?
That's
See,
true.
that's the thing about it is you have to distinguish what type of people you want to have around you. Because people will soak up your energy. People will take your kindness for weakness. You'll give a person an inch and they take a whole football field. Forget a mile, a whole football field.
Mhm.
And then me, I'll continue to get at people or person the benefit of doubt. But back in my mind, I'm like, it's too late. But you
Mhm.
still want to keep trying, you know, until they actually, if they don't wake up and smell the cappuccino, it's gonna be too late. You know, that goes for friends, that goes for family, that goes for children, that goes for anybody, you know. But it's just a passion. It's just a
Mhm.
passion for me. I feed the homeless once a month. You know, I take care of the community. I, it's just a passion. And I
So
just
you,
want to show people that, you know, you're not alone.
mhm.
Everybody struggle. Everybody go through financial outbreaks, financial breakthroughs, dealing with the health, dealing with the children, dealing with emotions, dealing with everything, you know? But some
Yeah,
people, you know, just
yeah.
give them a better understanding and outlook on life, like you're not alone.
Exactly, exactly. And one thing that I really like about you is that you're very transparent. You're open to, okay, I have quite a bit of things figured out, but some things I have to figure out on my own. But once I
Yes.
reach that solution, I'm coming to
Mhm.
you with it as well. I'm going to share the knowledge, what I know, so that you won't have to
Mhm.
go through this as long as I did, because now you have the tools on how you can make it to the finish line a whole lot quicker, a whole lot faster with less bruises. And
Exactly.
so,
Exactly.
yeah. So
Because
I
I've
love
been
that.
through, thank you. I've been through physical abuse, mental abuse, but narcissistic abuse is the worst abuse you
Mm.
can ever go through. Look it up. Do your research. Do research. It'll tell you. Narcissistic abuse is the number one abuse anybody can go through because it's dealing mentally,
Mhm.
physically, financially. It hits home to everything. Financially, you can hit on somebody, but the bruises will heal.
Mhm.
Mentally will stick to you, but narcissistic, well, that's the home stretch.
Because it's that total control. Because
Total.
that's when one loses themselves in that particular
Mm.
relationship where they have no voice.
Yes.
The hardest thing for me when I thought about it, and some of the things where you start shrinking and dimming your light in certain relationships, you don't be more vocal about how you truly feel about certain things because you're afraid of what they may say or think. Now they may not put their
Exactly.
on you, but mentally they are draining your vital energy. They are making
Mm-hmm.
you feel less than of. So I totally
Yes.
get it. And one great example of seeing a strong, phenomenal, amazing woman, and many people may not agree with me, but I understand what reality TV is and what it isn't. Being in this
Mm-hmm.
industry, and some of these reality shows are partly scripted, okay, but yet it still have some truth to it.
Exactly.
With Kenya Moore. Kenya Moore, when you look at how amazing she is, she was Miss USA.
Mm-hmm.
She did all this, and
Mm-hmm.
yet the man that she was married to, she admitted he was abusive.
Mm-hmm.
He never touched her, but she never said the word narcissist. But when you hear what she said, that is
Mm-hmm.
exactly what I feel is narcissistic behavior, because she
Yes.
was not herself. She was not the strong stand-up
Mm-hmm.
woman was in that relationship. She dimmed her light. She
Her
was not,
life. Yes.
and
Yes.
that was a big public figure that I saw, and then she admitted it. And now I look at her after now she's away, and now
Yes.
she's so full of life now.
I'm,
So what?
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you another person,
Ooh,
Kelly Rowland.
yes,
Kelly Rowland. You
yes.
know, I was at work day before yesterday playing my music, and um, that song came on that she wrote. She said her girl was killing it on stage,
Mm-hmm.
but she was happy for her, but then again wasn't due to her situation,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
you know, and she spoke up, you know,
Exactly.
about her abuse.
Mm-hmm.
Monica spoke up the trauma that she was going through. It's a lot of powerful women that spoke up.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the thing about it is we can't always have closed mouths and be scared because someone is always out there listening.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, someone is always out there listening. That's why I strive so hard with my podcast, with my YouTube, you know, with me creating the books that I create. You know, I'm planting my seeds as I
Exactly.
go, genuinely,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and I just want, you know, people to know that they're not alone.
And at the end of the day, that's what, because in all these type of situations, what I find is people just want to be heard and seen.
Hmm.
But many
Yes.
times in these situations, you are just a shell of who you was formerly. You don't know what you like to do anymore. You don't know. I mean, you
Hmm.
don't. It's just a situation that's very sad. But I want
It
to
is.
give you guys hope that you can get out of it and come out
Yes, you
better,
can.
more
Yes, you
powerful
can.
than you have
Yes.
ever been. And now you get to
Yes.
what Nicole and I are doing is like taking the veils off your eyes and you see that you are
Hmm.
enough. You are worthy. You don't need anybody
Yes.
to gratify you other than God. Now
No,
you want him.
no.
You want
Oh,
him
yes.
to put
Most
the stamp
definitely.
of
First and
approval.
foremost.
Yeah,
Yes.
him. That's only him. But other
Yes.
people, you don't need that stamp of approval. And
Most definitely not.
if someone's not pouring life into you but draining life out of you, it's time to
Hmm.
let them go.
It is. And it takes time too, you know. Um, by my children being so far apart, 19 and 6, and my
Mm-hmm.
son is by his, I might as well say he's by himself. It's just me and him. So I also wrote 2 children books as well. And they
Ooh.
both are called Sharing is Caring because I want my son and everybody else's children that's young and by themselves learn how to share with others. You know,
Yes.
when they go to school, when they go to daycare, or, you know, be around that great environment, make sure they in a positive and healthy environment just as well as at home because it also reflect on your children too.
It really does. And for those of you who hearing her say about her amazing books, and you're like, where can I get them or her ebooks? You can go to Amazon.com and you can find self-love and awareness. You can find her book, Gaining Control from Narcissistic Abuse, and Ultimate Guide to Stepping Out from the Trap of a Narcissist. And the book, the children books, Learn to Share with Others. All of this is by Nicole Cleveland. And also she has Emotional Wreck that is actually, oh my goodness, that is coming soon. That's actually
Yes.
coming soon. So what made you, because normally people don't want to omit about this little phrase, emotional wreck. And what made you decide to name it such, and what made you decide, because I see a lot of detail here, why did
Yes.
you decide to use butterflies? Why did you decide to have a silhouette of a woman versus having yourself on the cover?
Um, as you see, most of my books are silhouettes
Yes.
because silhouettes come in all different shapes, sizes, colors.
Mhm.
So I didn't want to just put my image on the book. I want to put one image that bases what the details of the book is about. like gaining control from narcissistic abuse. You in chains.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you're gaining control. You're locked up. You're locked down from abuse. You know, but when your hands up, the sun is shining behind you. You got this. That's when you're gaining control.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The self-love and awareness. You're in the silhouette, but you see that sun shining and you're holding up a heart. Self-love. Self-love is first. And she's enjoying it. You know, leg kicked up. She's peaceful. She at peace. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Emotional wreck. The butterflies means new beginning because you're just coming out of something. It's always a beautiful beginning. That's just like a caterpillar. You know how a caterpillar
Mm-hmm.
slimy, and once that caterpillar learn from the mistakes and grow, what do it grow into? That
Yeah.
beautiful butterfly.
Exactly. I knew it had to have some meaning behind it because it's very few
Yeah,
people that use silhouettes. And I use silhouettes a lot too. We have so much in common in the way that we
yeah.
think because I wanted something that could be universal and I didn't want the
Hmm.
person to have no color
No
because
color.
the issues, the problems is colorless because it
Yeah,
transitions over the entire world of humanity.
yeah,
I mean, every single culture, every single religion, every single whatever is have experienced some type of abuse. Now, maybe
yeah.
they're not openly talking about it, but the fact of
Right.
the matter is it's happening every single day. And some people feel like
Exactly.
they have no way out.
Yes. And my emotional wreck was I lost I lost my contract in May.
Mhm.
Okay. And I was collecting unemployment. But as I was collecting unemployment, I was applying job after job after job with nobody giving me no chance. But I was still, when I'm going through things, like I said, don't nobody know I'm going through things, you know?
Mhm.
And at the same time, I was dealing with a situation that had my energy down, but I was still in it. And then once I got a job, the lady ran and stole my money.
Oh
She didn't
no.
pay me for my work. And then after that, God blessed me with a good job. Then my car fell apart. Then I ended up with a 7-day notice from my mortgage company. So I was gonna lose my house, lose my car. My job didn't pay me. That's 3 strikes. Almost lost everything. And then dealing with a person that you keep giving and you ain't getting nothing back. You're not getting no positive energy back. You're not getting that, that genuine caring love that you need. The
Mhm.
emotional wreck. The
Mm,
domino effect.
mm.
Domino effect.
Listen, you
But God don't
guys.
put as much as you can't hold. He gives
Mhm.
his toughest, strongest people the toughest battles. So that's where
Yes.
emotional wreck came from.
Listen, if that don't make you go buy the book, I don't know what will. Okay, because I'm pretty sure, and so many people have said this statement that when you are battling with more than one pitfall, more than one challenge, back to back to back to back to back,
And they
if
ain't even it.
if you have the courage
Hmm.
and and to keep moving. They said just keep moving, even if your stride gets slower. Just keep moving. You will. That's God like letting you know you're about to have a breakthrough.
Yes, ma'am.
You're about to have a breakthrough if you don't stop. And more than likely, a lot of people stop. But
Hmm.
you're not gonna stop. You're gonna keep on going, and we
I'm gonna
want
keep
everybody that's
pushing.
watching to keep on going, to keep on pushing because your breakthrough is right around the corner. The
Right around
next
the corner.
don't give up. So thank you for just explaining what's behind the cover. Many times we see all these authors and they have these beautiful covers and you never know the why. why they did it. I mean, you hear the little symposium of what the book is about, but the heart, the reason why, and the uniqueness of what you're doing as a life coach, and you're sharing your life situations with the world in order to impact them.
Yes, ma'am.
So you guys, here's her book, Emotional Wreck. And also that's going to be coming out very, very soon. Learning to share with others, gaining control from a narcissistic abuse, and self-love and awareness, all of which you can be able to purchase on Amazon. I don't know if you caught it, but I'm going to make sure that you catch it again if you missed it. She is also has her own YouTube channel, which is entitled God and Nicole's Inspiration. Yes, it's called God and Nikki's Inspiration. And I am going to show it to you on the screen right now, where you can actually see her YouTube channel, where you can see the videos that she actually have, what she's sharing with you. So go over there and show some love and subscribe to her YouTube channel. We also have, I don't think if you guys heard it because she said it, but we didn't stay on it long, that she is actually a podcaster as well. And for those of you who already know, the Tina Ramsey Show and podcast streams on CTR Media Network, which is a new standard of podcasting, reaching 350 million global listeners in over 50 plus countries, streaming on all major podcasting and also social media platforms. Now you can find Nicole's podcast on Spotify as well. She's not currently with CTR Media Network, but I feel that's going to change, okay? Because what she's saying needs to be on CTR Media Network. And so as she gives you these short spurts, I would say these short moments that you can take, because many times you don't have 30 minutes, 15 minutes, an hour to sit down and listen to anything with how hectic life can be. So what I like is that she gives you these small little bursts of inspiration that's 10 minutes or less, and sometimes it's 3 minutes, 2 minutes, to give you that boost to start your day. So make sure to check her out on Spotify. As you can see, we following her now. Because we need us a burst of energy. Okay, so make sure to check her out on any place in which her podcast is currently actually playing, and you can listen to it. So I encourage you guys, when you're cleaning your home, when you're riding in traffic, when you want to go to sleep, because sometimes I listen to things when I'm going to sleep. That'll be a good thing to listen to. So when you wake up,
I put plenty of people to sleep. I have friends that go to sleep to my voice. I could just have them having a conversation and they just go to sleep. Like, oh, I'm like, look, I'm gonna call you back.
I didn't even know that, but I was just saying. That's what I get as well. I'm very relaxed when I'm speaking with you. So that is great. So Nicole is helping people change their lives, okay? Helping you change your life by allowing her life to be a living, breathing testimony of what it can become when you don't give up. All right? Just because you're going through things, just because you're going through challenges and struggles, just because things are not going exactly your way, does not give you the right to give up. Yeah, I said it. It don't give you the right to give up, because you are a wonderful being. So, Nicole, is there anything else you would like to tell our listening and viewing audience about what you want them to do? Listen, let me pop up that YouTube channel for you. God and Nikki's Inspiration. And also her podcast is entitled Life, Health, and Wellness with Nikki Podcast. Make sure to check it out. So anything else you would like to tell them? Because we kind of like spill the tea on that release before it's out. So tell them when they can go get it.
You can get it on Amazon as well. Coming to you very, very soon.
Yeah, so make sure to go look it up. She actually has an amazing authors page that is actually on Amazon, where you can not only see one of her books, but you can see her entire authorship books that she has actually authored. You can actually connect with her on a different way and be able to stay in the loop. Hit that follow button over on Amazon. So anytime she does something new, you will get the notification of what she actually doing. Make sure to go follow her on social media platforms, not Facebook, YouTube.
Yes, I also have Facebook. I have Facebook too. Yes, it's called Faith and Love Coaching.
Well, check out
as well.
Words just got me putting the words in my mouth. Facebook. She wants you over there on Facebook to follow her as well. Again, this is Nicole Cleveland. I want to thank you so much for coming on the show today, sharing your story, and also not only sharing your story, but being so transparent and putting the human back in humanity. Okay. Yes, I would say that.
That's my goal.
And I would also like to personally thank you for what you're doing in the medical industry, because we learned all too well during this time in which we're living in how crucial and how essential anyone within the medical industry is, because you guys work the longest hours and get really not the attention that you deserve, along with the ones in the transportation industry. And we really figured that out when the world shut down. And when our family members got sick, when everybody got sick and all that, we were like, oh, we need some more doctors and some nurses and some techs. We need some more
I was on the front line. I caught within this whole 2 years I've been here, I done caught COVID 5 times. And I'm still here.
Wow.
Fully vaccinated and
listen. Living, breathing testimony. So thank you for everything that you're doing and for all your service, for providing us, or I would say sacrificing your families for our families. That's exactly what you did, and all the medical people and the truck drivers. Y'all sacrificed yourself for the entire world so that we can have what we need. And it takes a special kind of person to do what you all do. Now that's not my gift. Now my gift is just sharing it out and getting people, bringing awareness and to topics and say, hey, watch this, do this, and yeah, I go here. But needles, needles and all that. So thank you for what you're doing, and driving no 18-wheeler truck. I can't do that. So I appreciate what you're doing.
I appreciate you as well. Most definitely.
Well, you guys, this has been another amazing episode. And today's featured guest, like I said before, is the amazing Nicole Cleveland. Make sure, once again, for those of you who missed it in the back of the room, yes, you can go to YouTube and hit that subscribe button and that notification bell to follow Nicole over on YouTube, which is God and Nikki's Inspiration YouTube channel. You can also find her on her podcast to get that fresh inspiration in the morning, evening, or at night with the Life, Health, and Wellness with Nikki podcast, which you can actually find on Spotify. Very easy for you to do, and it's absolutely free. So why you not going over there? I mean, you need to go right now. All right, now. Okay, so make sure to check her out. And as she already stated, you can also check her out on Facebook as well. So if no one told you this today, I want you to know that we love you over here at the Tina Ramsey Show and Podcast. We appreciate each and every person that follow, comment, shares, and subscribe to our show, allowing us to be able to come into your homes every single week. And I want you to keep smiling. And I want you to know that the Tina Ramsey Show and Podcast, we got your back. We'll see you next week with another amazing guest. And you guys stay safe. Talk to you later. Bye.
You know, a lot of people have said they're going to help and get our podcast, and pretty sure y'all heard it too, on a bigger platform and happen all talk. And she's been nowhere near that. She's been a woman of her word and has helped us. You know, definitely able to connect with her whenever we need to. And, you know, we really excited. Very excited about being on the platform. So for those that see this, y'all can come follow us on all platforms under the Queen Candy Podcast.
Well, you have any closing remarks before we head out? Y'all, please support the movement of CTR Media Network. I'm telling you, being a part of this amazing media family, I can't go wrong, right? They have the support. They support us in all that we do. When we have questions, they take the time out to advise and mentor. So definitely check out the different plethora of shows that are on the network. I promise you, and I'm not saying this because I'm part of the family, but I promise you, you will be uplifted, inspired, educated, motivated, all the good stuff that we all need to carry ourselves out through the day. So definitely go check it out, y'all.
Awesome. I definitely appreciate you.
CTR Media Network. CTR Media Network. CTR Media Network. CTR Media Network. CTR is who we are. The media network, that's the best by far, you know. CTR Media Network. CTR Media Network.